up for discussion why you guys think that it's Man United are finding it so hard at the minute to sign players, and why they aren't contributing the money that they need to sign the big players that they've been linked with all summer long. So obviously there's been Sancho, who's Dortmund have come out and said won't be taking any less than 120 million. Man United being one of the richest clubs, if not the richest clubs in the world. Why do you think that Man United can't fork out that kind of cash for him? Especially considering Pogba costed like 80.
They can. I think it's the owners. It comes down to them not wanting to put that price tag on one player, probably because they see the club as a business. They want profit. They don't want to just throw big chunks of money at players like that when they could easily just settle for a 60-70 million player to satisfy the fans.
I read somewhere earlier. I don't know if this is 100% accurate or not. This is just hearsay, so don't take it as gospel. But apparently, the way United sort of debts are structured means that they can't make a loss of like more than a certain amount, according to like the bonds on their loans or whatever. Again, don't take my word for that. But
a loss in what way though? Because they're making a lot of money, obviously.
But then also with COVID, you could argue they're not having a lot of the different. Obviously, they can't have fans in the stadiums.
Okay, but Alex Telles, for example, he's a highly rated left back. We've been linked with him for maybe the last 3 weeks, and his price tag is around 20 million euros. And apparently today we've come out and bid in under 15 million, and they've just completely laughed it off and declined that. But why do you think that is? A left back is a position that is needed, especially with Luke Shaw being in and out injured all the time, and maybe not that his quality isn't good enough at times. Why aren't Man United paying 20 million, which isn't that much in this market, for a player that is well established in Europe as well?
How old is Telles?
I think. Let me just look this up. I think he's not. 27. He's not too old. Have you just done that?
He's kind of prime years.
But still, for 20 million, it's look at what Liverpool have done. They've come out and made a massive statement and saying they can't spend money, and still dropped nearly 40 million on Diego Jota. Why can't Man United, in the position they're in, fork out 20 million euros, so about 17 million pounds for a player they need? Like that is.
I do think with United though, there is a premium that's applied because
100%.
Because they're so obviously such a rich club. Other clubs know that they can, and also it's not just because they're rich, but also because they've been known in the past to overpay
100%
for players. So clubs know that they can fleece.
But Alex Telles for 20 million.
We're waiting.
So here's the issue, though, is that, everybody's going to be losing money right now due to COVID, but here's the issue, is that Man U had taken out really big contracts in the past, and right now they're predicted to lose, I think it was like £20 million this season if they can't allow fans to come back in. So they're losing that cash revenue that they would otherwise spend back on players in order to actually build up their team once again.
But that's the same as every other top club, isn't it, at the moment? They've all got the same challenge with COVID. So is it an excuse for Man United?
United are also in a lot more debt than other
That's
clubs.
what I was about to bring up, is that they're in a lot more debt than everybody else because they had big-time contracts. And now that they're all washing up and ending, they have no cash revenue to flow back in for them to go through and replace players.
They have just gotten Alexis Sanchez off their bills, and that's 500k on wages a week for him alone. Them to spend on players, as a lot of other clubs in debt are still doing, and it's getting to the point now where, especially with Sancho, it's becoming embarrassing that the club can't spend. They will apparently be happy to spend 90 million, but 120 million for a player that has definitely established himself as one of the best young players in the world is too far.